Hi, I'm Darren. Today I'm in Krabi Town, near where I've lived for the last 12 years, and I'm going to show you 5 noodle restaurants that you should try if you come to Krabi Thailand. This is the first restaurant that I'm eating at today. It's called Hom Dee Mee Kai. They've got a great range of noodle dishes and some other things, including their amazing dumplings. This is the first dish that I'm going to try today. It's Tom Yum noodles. This one's got flat noodles. The other noodles that I've ordered they actually make here, but they're both types of egg noodles. So we've got grilled pork on top. They smoke and grill their pork here. And that is a smoky pork flavour there. Very delicious. Their chicken is great as well. Then there's some fried wonton shells on the side and egg. Pork dumplings. This actually comes as a noodle soup or a dry version, and I got the dry one today. Came with the soup on the side. That dumpling, something else. Do try their dumplings if you come here. They are amazing. The noodle dishes do come with dumplings, but in their menu they also have dumpling dishes as well. In their reviews a lot of people say best dumplings they have ever tried. So I'm going to squeeze some lime over that one before I eat it. Let's try these flat egg noodles. Put a bit of chili paste on there, and I've got some minced pork. That is good. Definitely must try in Krabi Town, this place. This one's 70 baht. The other dish I got is 60 baht. Great value. Also got some peanuts, and now that I've dug a bit deeper, I found some sugar and leaf mustard as well. Loaded up my fork there with some pork, leaf mustard and noodle. Leaf mustard is nice and crunchy. It's got a slight mustard flavour in there. That is very good. Soup next. There's a bit of daikon in there, and it's topped with green onion. Very tasty soup. It's like a chicken noodle style broth. That is good. My other noodle dish. This one has the finer noodles. Again, it's got pork on top, and I got this one with shrimp wontons, which are a bit bigger than the pork wontons. Also amazing. This one also has leaf mustard down the bottom and more pork than the other one. Do try this place out if you come to Krabi Town. I know you won't be disappointed. The reviews are great. They've also given me some of their other dishes to try. Let's try these egg noodles. So these are a fine egg noodle. They make them here. Very delicious, nice and bouncy, also very tender. Fried cabbage topped with shallots. They fry it in oyster sauce and sesame oil. Nice and crunchy cabbage, great flavour there. Satay, so they got a nice looking satay sauce there. Good flavour in there. That's a great satay sauce, sweet, peanutty. Yum. This restaurant's been here for about 5 years in Krabi Town, but they have another branch in Bangkok, in 𝗧𝗏 which has been there for about 20 years. They use the same recipes and the same ingredients. Do try this place out if you come to Krabi. Next restaurant, and I've got 2 dishes here which look scrumptious. I got a chicken noodle soup with egg noodle, and I got a beef noodle soup with flat noodles. This restaurant's called Kolobi. It is from a famous Krabi family. They've got another restaurant called 𝗧𝗏𝘀𝘁. If you want to have a look on my video on 𝗧𝗏𝘁, you can click there. It's a rainy old day today, so the restaurant is a bit quiet, but there's still about 5 tables here. It is normally packed here. It is quite a famous restaurant in Krabi to eat noodles at. Chicken first. There's some bits of chicken on top. It's topped with fried garlic, some coriander, a bit of lettuce on the side underneath the noodles, and some green vegetables and some bean sprouts. Try that broth first. It's a good broth, a little salty, bit sweet, it's got a nice flavour to it. Very smooth mouthfeel as well. The chicken, we've got a drumstick there and another piece of chicken, which is very tender because it just broke apart when I grabbed it. That is delicious, moist and juicy chicken, very tender, great flavour. The noodles, they're an egg noodle. I've got a choice of 4 noodles here. Really tasty. Normally when I come here I get the duck noodle soup. That is also delicious. As well as the soup versions, they also do dry versions of these dishes here. The vegetables, bok choy by the look. nice and crunchy. It's also got some green onion and some bean shoots. Very Moorish soup this. This place is famous for a reason. Make sure you check it out if you come to Krabi. Attention to detail here is great. It's a wooden building. Even the chopsticks, bamboo chopsticks, are quite beautiful, and nice bowls as well. There's beef soup, 4 or 5 bits of beef on top. This one has some vegetable underneath, the lettuce on the side, and these big flat noodles. I'm going to try the noodle first. Nice and soft but firm. Good noodle there. And then some of the beef. I got stewed beef. They also have beef bowls as well. Moist and tender beef. Just melted in my mouth, that. Very Moorish. Broth's a bit different for this one. It isn't as sweet, this broth. A bit more earthy. Certainly very tasty. This one does have more vegetables. By the look, it's a morning glory, this one. Hakgung entire. Really tasty soups these. If I had to pick, I think I would say the chicken is my preference. 2 thumbs up for this place. My next noodles are coming from a place which is a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant run by a very lovely lady. The restaurant's called Mee Phuket Jai Ngim. Got takeaway from here many times. I've never actually eaten in the restaurant. It is literally a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. There are 5 tables here. She cooks outside, mainly does takeaway. Today I've got Mee Phuket Jai, which is Phuket noodles with pork. Their seafood noodles are also delicious here. Phuket is famous for its noodle dishes. There are many noodle dishes there that you won't find elsewhere. When I'm craving a taste of Phuket, this is where I come. It's topped with shallots. There's yellow noodles, leaf mustard, some nice juicy bits of pork, and an egg on the side. I'm going to start by cracking that egg open. It also has a nice thick gravy-like broth, which I'm going to try first. It's sweet and salty, a bit smoky from the wok, good flavour in it. Some noodle and some of that leaf mustard. Noodles are bouncy but soft. Leaf mustard is nice and crunchy. And the pork, I love the pork here. It is something else. Very, very tender. Great flavour. This is a really good dish. Regularly get it for a breakfast or a brunch. 60 baht, it's a bargain, and it is absolutely delicious. Well worth a visit here. My next up, Nanyuan Noodles. I've got duck with shrimp wontons and noodles, and crispy pork, fish balls, shrimp wontons and noodles. The first one I got dry, and the second one I have a wet dish. Their original branch is in Hat Yai in the south of Thailand. They've been open for about 20 years, but they've been opening branches all around the south of Thailand. There's one in Phuket, in 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘁 The noodles look good. Tasty. A little bit of oil on the outside of those. A bit salty, good flavour there, and nice bouncy noodles. And the duck, delicious, very, very tender. What these guys are famous for is their shrimp wontons. Everyone comments on them. I've eaten here a number of times. Always been delicious. Delicious as always. Nice and shrimpy, nice soft casing around the outside. Some mustard greens on the side. Crunchy like the other places. They all seem to cook that to perfection. That is good. Also got a soup which came with the dry dish. Otherwise this is the soup broth that they add if you get the wet version. Some sliced green onion on top. Delicious. Again, kind of like a chicken noodle style broth there. It's a bit salty. Chicken flavour. Next, noodle soup with crispy pork. I got fish balls there, prawn wontons, some mustard greens with leaf mustard, and again the same noodles. These are an egg noodle. Let's try the wet version. Noodles are actually a bit softer there after sitting in the soup for a bit. They are scrumptious. Very good noodles. And then some crispy pork. That also. It's delicious, crispy, crackling, very good pork flavour. The prawn wontons. You can see why so many people comment on the shrimp wontons here. Really, really good. The fish balls, I don't think I've had these before. soft but still firm in the middle. Good fishy flavour. Very, very tasty soup this. This restaurant's open from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. So you can come here breakfast, lunch or dinner. Do try it out, Nanyuan. I know you enjoy eating here. Next restaurant, this is a place called Mee Kai Sai Thai. It's a very busy restaurant. I've got a dry noodle dish and I've got 2 wet noodle dishes. I've got wet noodle with duck, wet noodle with crispy pork and red pork. And I've got the dry noodle with red pork and crispy pork. Get some pork on your fork, I say, or on your chopsticks, as the case may be. And this is one of my favorite restaurants in Krabi. I first made a post about this one in 2018 on Facebook. Come here pretty regularly. Great homemade egg noodles, noodle with duck, lots of bits of duck on top, some green onion, delicious looking noodles. You can see some bits of garlic floating around in the bottom there, as well as some mustard greens. Let's try that one out. It's a delicious broth. Again, kind of chicken noodle style soup flavour, and the duck, good flavour. Lots of skin as well, and who doesn't love duck skin? Tasty grilled duck there. That is scrumptious. Vegetables, nice and crunchy. This dish I got with red pork and crispy pork, topped with some bits of pickled vegetable. It's a bit salty, good pickle flavour in there. Their red pork is amazing. In my post from 2018, I said best red pork ever. Haven't had it for a while, and yeah, this is really good red pork. They have a special way of doing it. Secret seasonings, tender, juicy, great flavour, bit sweet on the outside, porky in the middle. And then their crispy pork, also they have a unique way of doing it. Most people boil this and then deep fry it. Here they steam it and then oven bake it. It's so crispy and tasty. Moist and juicy, great flavour, great texture in that one. That is good. Quite unique. I've never seen anywhere else in Thailand where they use this method, but great results. Come here, do try the crispy pork. It is delicious. And then noodles too are great. So good. My dishes have come with soup on the side. Similar style of soup to the last place. Topped with some coriander, some green onion, and I can see little pieces of garlic floating around in there. Try that. A nice chicken stock there. That is delicious. Next dish, my dry noodle dish. Got this with crispy pork and red pork. Pork on the top. They've added a sauce to this one. There's green onion, some coriander as well. Noodles underneath, and then also some mustard greens. Greens are delicious. There's quite a bit of stem at this place. Crunchy, very toothsome. Get some of that crispy pork. Can't get enough of this stuff. So good. A red pork also. We'll go with my previous comment from 6 years ago. Best red pork ever. This place is very busy in the lunch hour. Open from 10 till 3, but don't leave it too long because they do sell out. I have been here before a number of times and been disappointed because I came a bit late. What I wanted was gone. They also do takeaway, and you can buy the meat by the kilogram too. If you come to Krabi, don't miss this place like any of the others. If you love noodles, all delicious. And for more Krabi food videos, click up here. See you soon. Bye.